think Atlanta has a lot of things working against it. Like, just like I said, there's on the surface, it would seem like, man, there's, it's kind of like Charlotte and Nashville are similar as well, where like you would think there'd be just so much good golf and all that, but these cities grew so much during the 80s, 90s, early 2000s when it was just straight, real estate plays. And there's not a whole lot of classic golf there because classic golf course architects didn't really visit Atlanta or didn't really visit Nashville, other than you've got Belle Meade and then Charlotte Country Club up there. But like, there's really, really like the kind of really even like Eastlake to me is kind of like, everybody kind of holds it on a pedestal. I don't really like Eastlake. Like, it's just kind of, we can get into that, but it's just like, even the courses that get the most notoriety and the most acclaim, I think it's for tournament golf. And it's because like people just said, hey, they must be nice because they held a PGA here or they have the Tour Championship here. And they're nice courses, but I don't think their influence is a little bit outsized as far as what they actually are.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. The notoriety maybe outweighs the substance a lot of times. I'll give you a list of starting on the public side and then we'll talk private. I'll give you a list of 10 names and you can tell me who belongs or who's out of place on that list and throw in some that we're missing.
And for context, this is 10 of the best in your opinion, or 10 of kind of the ones doing it right?
This is actually not even a superlative. This is kind of like my research of like, if I were just doing it on my own and I was like, all right, I'm going to go play some public golf. This is the list I would have come up with from the internet. That's what this list is. But I love your take. So Cherokee Run, Echelon, The Frog, Ashton Hills, Cobblestone, Stone Mountain, Heritage Links, Bears Best, The Fields, Summer Grove.
Okay. All right. So let's go one by one here. So you started with
Cherokee Run.
All right. Cherokee Run. Actually, Harrison Minshew, who was one of Arnold Palmer's design associates and actually did the renovation at Jack's Beach, basically designed that course. There's some really cool holes out there. The 9th hole is one of the worst holes I think I've ever played. Great value, relatively close to the city, down in Conyers area. It's funny. There's like a granite outcropping down there. There's like this vein of granite between like Conyers and like Stone Mountain, and it kind of runs north and south there. And it's interesting to see. There's some holes out there that are like firmer than concrete.
I noticed a lot of my courses are down in that area. Conyers kind of seems where the land is at in a way.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So I think I would say we used to play there, after college, we used to play there probably once a month. Good course, some good holes out there. You can normally get out there and granted, like, take everything I say with a grain of salt, because I haven't really played all that much up there in the last, 5, 6, 7, 8 years. So it's, with conditioning and pricing, like those two things can kind of fluctuate.
Very variable.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yep.
Yeah. So that one definitely belongs, I think.
Cool. Then Echelon.
Echelon used to play there all the time. So that was
pretty sweet. Pictures look sweet.
Yeah. That was supposed to be the Georgia Tech Golf Club. And it opened 2007, 2008. So just really poor timing.
Great time to get into golf. Great time.
Yeah. Kind of a real estate play, but Reese Jones. So there's some stuff that you don't love to see out there, but that place is like, they can stretch it out like 7,800 yards from the tips. I remember I had five or six birdies out there one time, and I shot like 78. I mean, there's doubles, triples, quads lurking everywhere. There's some really, really good holes on that back nine too. And crazy elevation change, especially like 12, 13, 14. So yeah, that was one of my standbys. I used to go up there, always in pretty good shape. And, I think they've kind of rebounded. You used to be able to get up there for $50, $60.
Nice. The Frog,
I think it's a little bit overrated. That was kind of the, public golf.
Isn't it your boy? It's the Foz.
It's the Foz. Yeah. Yeah, I don't normally go east or west of the city all that much. It's pretty far out west. I think if you're going to drive to the Frog, just go out to the fields. The Frog it's kind of like a 90s Foz period piece. There's some good holes out there. It's normally in good shape. I think it's probably a little bit overpriced too.
Ashton Hills.
Never played there.
I think of this list, that's the one I'm most curious about. It's in
Where is that one?
Conyers.
In Conyers. Okay.
Yeah. And it looks like I'm guessing it's made its strides like in the last couple of years.
Okay.
Some updates, some tweaks. So I'm most curious about that one.
Okay.
Cobblestone.
I haven't played there in a long time. Played a couple of junior golf events up there. So, but by all accounts, good course. I don't really, it doesn't really ring a bell too much as far as from my junior days. But yeah.
This one looks bonkers. Stone Mountain.
Yeah, so they have two courses out at Stone Mountain. They have the Stonemont and Lakemont, I think, and or Stonemont and Lakeside. Yeah, this one's like late 50s, 60s. Robert Trent Jones Sr. And it is it's hard. The greens are small. I think there's only two par fives, and I don't even think they have 4 par threes, but at one point you play 14 par fours in a row. It's insane. And they're all long,
Ellie, man,
straight,
come on. It's just a throwback.
Narrow. It's firm. Cause it's over there. You play over there in the summer and it is tough to stop your ball in those greens. So, it's a good challenge. Stone Mountain's kind of a pain in the ass to get to. You gotta it's inside the park, and you gotta pay to get in the park and all that. But yeah, that course is managed by Marriott, so I used to be able to go over there and play for free. So
big hospitality, doing it up.
Yeah.
Heritage Links.
Heritage is cool. I think they have the 27 out there. That's out in Tucker area, kind of pretty central to everything. Up on the northeast side. Dr. J owned it for a while. It's nice enough course. It's a little scruffy around the edges, and there's some pretty wonky stuff out there. But yeah, it's good standby if you're looking for somewhere probably under $100 to play.
Bears Best.
Overpriced and yeah, it's kind of it's pretty short these days now too.
I had a Chicago member who has such disdain for Nicklaus golf courses that they told me if I added Bears Best to the rotation in Atlanta that they'd quit. They're just out.
Yeah, it just kind of lifts up all the wrong stuff, and it's just kind of icky.
But when you look at just reviewer ratings, I mean, from probably public conditioning and all the other statistics, it's top. And I just think it seems so weird to have a Nicklaus replica course.
Yeah. Oh, it's bizarre.
The fields.
The field is great. I know the conditioning's been spotty out there the last couple of years, but it sounds like they've got a good plan moving forward. I haven't played out there since the 20, probably a couple of years before I moved away. So that place is cool though. Kind of everything that's right with golf.
Yeah. Mike and Ashley Young down there. They're awesome guys. Summer Grove down that way.
Summer Grove. Never played it. Played it.
That's one that's it's a Chicago connection. It's actually the Jemsick family that owns Cog Hill up here.
Oh, okay.
They own that, and so you go to Cog, what you're getting. It's not going to blow you away, but it's solid. Yeah. They take great care, and the courses are good. They're just not great. So I added that just from their reputation up here, but who knows?
Okay.
What are we missing public wise?
Yeah, you're missing. So, Bobby Jones gets all the acclaim with the 9-hole. I actually haven't played it since they redid it. That there in North Fulton used to be kind of my standbys if I just wanted to go out and get a quick round in. But kind of up north, if you drive up past Echelon, on 400. There's one called Chastity up there, which is really, really good. I used to play there a lot in high school. That place, conditioning, I'm not sure these days, but conditioning was always good back in the day. Play there for under $100. And then another place up there called a Chasta that is awesome. It's a Nicklaus course. It's under 7,000 yards from the tips. Kind of a housing development, but the houses aren't right on the course. 17 of the 18 holes are right along the Chastity River, and is the Chastity River one of the rivers up there? And it's basically, just kind of winds back and forth. It is super scoreable, and it's kind of a precision golf course. I love that place. That's probably one of my favorites. And then another one is Wolf Creek. It's down by the airport. I always tell people, like, if you have a layover or you're coming in for, a bowl game or something like that, Wolf Creek, it's not in the best area. I mean, it's in like unincorporated Fulton County, kind of a weird mix between like residential and commercial and everything like that, but it's super easy to get to from the airport and from kind of downtown area. And there's only one fairway bunker on the entire course. It's on the first hole. And I didn't really realize that until like the second or third time I played. It's like, man, like I really like playing here. It's really comfortable. And then, and like the greens are always in really, really good shape. Great layout. And like, it's not going to beat you up, but it's going to it's a great second shot golf course. So it's super affordable.
I did. Yeah. I saw it and I thought to myself, this is either one of those like awesome value plays or one of those like, don't touch it, because when you see the price point, you wonder, right? It's like, all right, what is it? But if places like that take care of their greens, it can be the best places.
Exactly. Yeah, no, that was, I mean, I had never really even had a reason to go down there and play it until I graduated college and moved back to Atlanta. And like, I used to go down there, once or twice a week and play. I mean, it's that good. So
those, there is a funny thing about that stage in life when you finish, cause I grew up in a country club. I think you guys did too. And when you fall off of the parents' dime, and you can't play the rounds, those are the people I want to talk to about courses, because they're exploring the most. They're seeing them. They're just like, well, let's try this place. Who knows?
Yeah. No, I mean, like I actually quit playing golf for 2 or 3 years, kind of right before we started No Laying Up. I quit playing golf, and then No Laying Up got me back into it, and then Sweetens got me back into it. Like I went up to Sweetens a couple of times just for the day, and realized like, God, like, all the stuff that I hated about playing golf in Atlanta on the weekends, like I could just go up to Sweetens and truly, just enjoy it for the day and not have to worry about a 6-hour round. So like, that's kind of what like reinvigorated my love of the game after I got kicked in the nuts repeatedly by, guest fees at private courses in Atlanta, not being able to afford a membership anywhere, and crappy public golf.